Hello Internet, my name is Tori, and I don't know if this is in focus or not. Hi, my name is Tori, and today I am doing something new because recently all my energy I've been so, I feel rejuvenated, and I know that's corny to say, but I have so much energy, and I just want to keep doing new things, which may backfire, but I'm actually motivated. So I wanted to do something different. I'm going to be taking all eyeshadows out of my rolling minimalistic project pan, and instead I'm going to be doing it's kind of a pan that palette, but I'm going through every single eyeshadow, every single and every single palette I own, and in this video once a month I'm going to show you progress I have made. So since this is my first one, this will be my intro, I'm just showing you every single thing, every single palette, everything. Okay, maybe it was a little out of focus, I don't know. My camera is old, I need to retire it soon, but let's get started. So I'm going to start with the new stuff, and then some stuff that I currently have off to the side because I'm using it for an event about 2 weeks from now. So I've currently taken it out of the palettes it originally was in. So first I have the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This is new for me. I don't see myself hitting pan in it anytime soon. Since it is new, I'm not going to really try to focus on it, but that's how it looks right now. And this is also new to my collection. It's the Makeup Geek and Manny collab. All the use in it was from the previous owner, so this is the starting point for this. I don't see myself using these two palettes really ever during this. I have been waiting to use up my current palettes to then rotate them in and start getting use. Now my palettes off to the side is the Pastel Goth. Any shade I'm going to hit pan in is going to be the white shade, which is Skull, because I use it for dance. This is the most pigmented white I own, and I just dug my nail in Dagger. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this big Z palette, it's going to be hard to hold because the one single is going to fall out. The rainbow shade at the top, I am not focusing on. This is a highlighter. This is a LA Colors Big Single Eyeshadow and Whisper. This is a Makeup Forever shadow. This is an old L'Oreal 504 Subtle Berries eyeshadow. And then these are all from the Lorac Brunch palette, which you will see later on. And then this baby is the Lorac Mega Pro 4, and it also does not have a lot of use, which is very sad. I want to by September start getting more use in this because I feel like that's how it's going to work. That's when I feel like I'm going to start picking it up again. But yeah. So I've been doing one month, one palette, and I'm still going to continue doing that as of today. Today is June 17th, so I'm currently still working on the Modern Renaissance palette. So far, when I did my video, my goal was to have pan and tempura, and I do, and I'm pretty confident that I might be able to finish it off this month. Primavera might have some pan in it soon, but that's pretty much it. I don't really reach for this palette that much, but I'm going to tell you what the next month's palette's going to be. So for July, I am picking the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and in this palette, the only shade that has pan is Molasses Chip all the way up in the corner, a little tiny spot. I was trying to pan this last year, but I gave up. So July, I'm going to try to use it up, honey. Oh my gosh, I need a better camera. Okay, next is the Urban Decay limited edition Basquiat palette. I don't have a lot of use in this little buddy. A lot of my stuff that are neutrals, I really just want to get out because it annoys me that I have a lot of the similar shades that don't have pan or have any dents. This palette I focused on in March, I think. But this is the Naked 3 palette. There's no signs of pan. The only thing that might be close to pan is going to be Trick or Blackheart. Blackheart because it's shattered. And Trick because I hate the formula and how much fallout there is. So that might be why. And then I have the Naked Heat. I honestly have not used this palette a lot, so there's not really most of my older eyeshadows have a slit in them because I did mix them all together a long time ago. That video is no longer up, but I really want to get used to this palette because it is a pretty array of shadows. I just don't reach for it. This palette I did last month. This is the Jeffree Star Androgyny, and out of this palette, the Androgyny star is actually broken because I shattered the mirror because I stepped on it. So that was fun. But I feel like it should be fairly easy for me to use up Safe Word because I can also, someone told Jeffree that they could use it as contour, so then I was like, yo, I gotta try it, and actually will work on me. Rabbit, get down. Thank you, Pun. So I need to, you know, make some progress. And now this palette, this is one of the palettes I really want to go on. This is the Lorac Free Spirit. I bought it for one shade. I bought it for this pink shade because I wanted that shade for my junior prom look, and that is one of my favorite eyeshadows. But the rest of this palette, like, I feel like it's very hard for me to come up with looks, especially with this faint lavender and then this dark bluish purple, because it's not a pure purple. So I want to try to start picking this up more. The whole reason for this is just to really start using different stuff. Like, for example, these next two palettes I will pick up and put an accent color, but some of these other ones I won't. This is the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne palette. It's time back, Kristen. But this palette I have used a lot, especially Leo and Brixton right here. They're both duochromes. One's white to pink and then one is like white to bluish green. But yeah, I'm not worried about hitting pan in this palette because since this is fairly new, I don't really am like that hardcore gotta hit pan in it. Same with this little baby. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow. I wanted this so bad, and then I thought that nowhere was selling it, and then one of my friends found it on Urban Decay's website for me on sale, and I asked my mother to buy it, and we made a bet, and I won my bet. Now I have the palette. I actually do need to use this more since I got it. I've only used one shade, and that is the pink shade Scene, but I love this palette. It makes me so happy. I mean, they're all shimmer, but like, they're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Now, these next four palettes, I really want out. This one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye and Smoke. That shattered really badly. I just need to start popping in more smoky eyes. Like today I have a pink version of just a smoky eye with no whites or blacks, and I need to start doing that and start using this as a transition color because I'm no longer supporting Kat Von D. Next we have this palette that came from Wish. It's Mela, I don't know. It's all shimmers. I need to pull this out and start using it. I haven't really because I always forget that they do have browns in here that I could use pretty much every day. So I need to pull it out because I don't want it in my collection that much longer, but I don't really like decluttering stuff because I don't really have people to pass it on to. And a lot of my stuff I can't donate. So next is a QKI. This is a like interchangeable palette, and I can't even open this palette. But this is what it looks like. It has a natural quad, a pink quad, a blue quad, and a cool tone quad. I put all of these in here, and I want to use them up because they are nice shadows. I believe this is a British brand. I received this from, it was an Amazon like 25 days of Christmas little thing during the holidays. But yeah. Next palette is from the bottom. It's Meat Matrimony. I don't regret getting this, but I don't use it as much as I should. And I think that's because I own so many neutrals. So now we're going to get into the stuff that I have been really focusing on panning. Some of these shadows are in the only project they're still in, which is the Project Pan Roulettes. But from now on, like I said, they will no longer be in my minimalistic one. So this is Wet n Wild Sugar right now. It has a, you can't really tell. It's got a little dent. I've sort of realized that not transition shade, but like base coat shades are really easy to pan. I don't know why I thought it was so hard, but it is really. So I have been going through. The main reason I also wanted to do this pan is because I've been going through, and I'm going to start picking like the transition shades from every single palette and just start going through them because I don't need so many. Next is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I hate this palette. I have finished off the white shade. I have big pan in this shade, but this pan tends to fall out. And then the white shimmer and the nude shimmer both have pan. These two shades have really bad hard pan every once in a while, and I have never really touched this shade because it's more like gray, and I don't find myself interested in gray shimmer. So if there's one shade I'm not going to use from this palette, it's that. Next is the Tartelette Tease mini palette. Crush is in my roulette, but yeah, I received this as a gift, and I'm just going to use it up because the shadows are pretty. And yeah. Next is a Z palette. So this is my Sephora Z palette. In here I have 2015 QVC Tarte eyeshadows. These are all the Tarte eyeshadows I have left from that palette. There were 16 in total, and I only have 6 left. And then these are the 3 other remaining shades from the L'Oreal 504 Quad. And then my next little baby Z palette has all but the 3 Lorac Brunch palettes in here. I believe the shade was called Mosa, this pinkish shimmer that has a big dent, but besides that, nothing else really much has a dent. Hence why I put these in a Z palette so I can grab for them more. Now this palette, I've been very vocal about it. This is the Tarteist Pro palette. I hate this palette. I finished off Classic and Vintage. I have a big pan in Chic. There is a pan in Vamp. I got bored. That's all I'm saying. Innocent does have dents in it because it shattered. I have Pan and Glam. Originally when I was doing my project, I said I didn't really care much about the shimmers, but I did grab this the other day, and the glitter shadows are very easy to pan because they're very soft. These all have scratch marks in it, as you can tell, because they get really bad hard pan. And that's why Vamp has a dent, because I got bored and got pissed off. So, next is a 28 pan Coastal Scents palette. Now, this one shade keeps falling out because I didn't put a magnet in it, but this is what my little baby looks like. Okay, so these are all, and that one that's down there, from the Kathleen Lights and Morphe collab. And this black shade right up here. And then these two are Anastasia shades, and then these are all Coastal Scents. So I have Pan in the one bronze and me mauve by Coastal Scents. I put them in here to get more use out of them and just get them out of my collection because I don't really care for Morphe. Oops, never gonna get a brand deal in the future. Sorry. So now we're gonna talk about my little palettes and my singles. So we'll do the palettes first. I have Wet n Wild. I believe this is called the Toxic palette. I have a lot of smoky colors because of dance, but I no longer need them. So now I can pan them and get rid of them. I have the Wet n Wild Heart and Heavy. I wanted this and the next one so badly, and I haven't really touched them. So, the other one is Will You Marina Me? I think I've used this one. That was a piece of hair. More than the other one, but I still haven't used them enough. Now, the next one I have 4 LA Color Matte Eyeshadows. This shade is in Forbidden, and it's a red. We have Crushed, and it's a dark purple. We have Secret, is a mauvish. And then I have a Baby Pop eyeshadow, which is in Purple Rain. And I just don't answer. I have a CoverGirl eyeshadow that needs to get the frick out of my collection because this is so old and crumbly and gross. It's a gold shimmer shade. I didn't know it was old, but I wish I checked the batch number before I bought it. This is an Urban Decay eyeshadow in 1985. I haven't really used it a lot, and that kind of makes me sad, so I want to... Like, I'm doing this just so I can use stuff I don't normally gravitate towards and use different stuff. And then my last thing is Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. This will probably be what I focus on after I finish Sugar, but we'll see. So that is all my eyeshadow and all my palettes and everything I am hoping to start using up and start hitting pan on. And yeah, for these updates, so it's gonna just go whatever I have touched since. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz if you enjoyed, and peace out, Girl Scout.